Good morning. This is Chris Robinson, Robinson Ag Marketing with today's pre-opening grain and livestock comments for Friday, the 17th day of April. Stock market up 500 overnight. The S&P may trading above 7,100. So up 60 points. Stock market likes what's going on in the world. Crude oil is at $84, down $9, right? So the market's speaking. If you've been reading my letter, Robinson Ag Marketing, you know that 87 was a big level. It's halfway back of the entire rally from 55 to 119 half. So that is the pivot point we've been watching very carefully. So it's going to continue to be a big pivot point here moving ahead. So we're right there. We're trading 85, 86, 87. We're halfway back as we head into the weekend. The headlines are obviously suggesting that, at least for this weekend, the risks of escalation are lower. So we'll see where we are on Sunday night. The grains moved lower with crude oil, surprisingly. Talked about that for the last 3 months. November beans still sitting at 1150. December corn still sitting at 475. The low of the year in D's corn was 445. The low in the Novi beans for 2026 was 1055. So we're $1 higher in beans still. So and if you look where we were this time last year, we were under $10 in the new crop soybeans, right? So that is a huge amount of revenue. I know it's not enough. I talked to a lot of farmers. I'm very fortunate to, I talked to a lot of clients, a lot of other brokers. We're just fortunate to be in this situation because we began the year where we were concerned about sub $10 beans and sub $4 corn. So to be up here, I'd say you protect what you can, keep the upside open. For cash sales that we have made, I have suggested having calls on because I don't know if we're going to have a drought or not this year. Nobody does. I don't know if this is 2012 or not. 2012 didn't find a bid until the end of June, and we're here in April. So my solution to that was to spend very little on call options to re-own anything that we sold. I'm talking 5 or 6 cents on corn calls and 12 to 15 cents on bean calls. I mean, we have 6 or 7 cent ranges every day in corn. We have 15, 20 cent ranges every day in soybeans. So to put a position on, we were taking basically 1 day's worth of risk and putting a hedge on. I think that's reasonable. So, and the wheat, we've had a tremendous rally, and wheat was only down a penny and 3/4 cent last night. Kansas City was down 3 3/4 cent last night, but wheat has had a tremendous recovery. We made new highs in Kansas City wheat yesterday, and we're hanging in there. So all in all, yeah, crude oil is down $9, 8.79 as I'm talking to you. So to have beans only down 5 and corn unchanged, I got to call that a victory to start the day, guys. There's no two ways about it. You are going to see some interesting trade today. We had a little bit of a correction in cattle after making new all-time highs this week. Certainly for the last year, we have periodically we have these small corrections, but the underlying move for cattle is up and to the right. So it's just been a trending market, which, and a couple times that we've had corrections where it looks like, okay, it's over, like we're going back to 2015 when we put our highs in and then we were drifted lower for a whole year. We get these 1 month corrections, people start to get bearish, and then it completely rips your face off as we grind higher. So cattle has been very strong and a difficult, certainly a difficult trade. At the end of the day, it's been a good revenue stream though for most producers. So we will see today. Fat cattle was down 340 yesterday. Feeder cattle was down 380 yesterday. June hogs were down about 60, 70 cents. So are we going to get some pressure heading into the weekend? I don't know. With the stock market up 500 points and at looks like the Dow is going to re-challenge 50,000. We're at 49,300 now. But again, the S&P, which is the broader market index, that is at all-time highs, 7137. So lots going on. I am impressed at the fact that beans are only down a nickel even though crude oil is down $9. That's my take for the day. If you're looking for help, if you just want to call and talk to me about your marketing challenges, or if you want to dig deeper into, how my program might help you, give me a call, 312-638-8868. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.